Wojak, a 30-year-old man living in the bustling suburbs of the United States, once had dreams that extended far beyond his current reality. He had a degree, a handful of internships, and a plan for his life. But, as he quickly discovered, the job market didn't share his vision. The days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months as he found himself endlessly scrolling through job postings, hoping for a break. His heart grew heavier with each rejection email, each "we regret to inform you," that punctuated his inbox. Wojak's days began to blur together. Every morning, he'd wake up with a pang of anxiety, the reality of his unemployment weighing on him like a shadow. Breakfast became a quick meal, often skipped, as he pored over job boards. Each application felt like tossing a coin into a well with no bottom. The uncertainty began to gnaw at him, filling his mind with questions. Why am I not good enough? What am I doing wrong? His friends seemed to be moving forward, climbing career ladders, traveling, and posting about their achievements online. Wojak would often look at these updates, feeling an unsettling mixture of happiness for them and sorrow for himself. He tried to stay connected, but he found himself pulling away, embarrassed to admit he hadn't made much progress. Days that were once filled with hope became a battle against frustration and doubt. Wojak's savings dwindled, and he had to start budgeting strictly, cutting back on everything non-essential. Simple pleasures like going out for coffee or treating himself to a meal became luxuries he couldn't afford. He was trapped, it seemed, in a cycle that only deepened his sense of failure. One day, Wojak decided to take a walk around his neighborhood, hoping the fresh air might clear his mind. He observed people rushing about, cars filling the streets, and workers heading home from their shifts. As he walked, he realized that everyone had their struggles, some visible, some hidden. This thought comforted him slightly, reminding him he wasn't alone in his feelings. In the evenings, Wojak began to journal, putting down his thoughts, fears, and hopes. This became his therapy, a safe place to let out the turmoil inside him. As he wrote, he reflected on his strengths, the things he had achieved, and the dreams that still burned within him, though faintly. His self-worth wasn't entirely gone. It was just buried under layers of self-doubt. Then, after several weeks of introspection, Wojak decided to change his approach. He began networking, reaching out to former colleagues, friends, and acquaintances, sharing his experiences and asking for advice. One connection led him to a small company that wasn't actively hiring, but was open to someone passionate and willing to take on challenges. Wojak jumped at the chance, starting as a part-time consultant. Though it wasn't his dream job, it was a step in the right direction. Through this journey,
Wojak realized that his worth wasn't tied to his employment status. He learned that resilience was more than bouncing back. It was moving forward despite the fear and self-doubt. Wojak's path to employment may have been rocky, but it taught him lessons in patience, humility, and the importance of not giving up on oneself.